Welcome to my messy garage sale for eSkate parts. I'm going to break down everything that I have for sale. I would like to try and sell it all in one big lot or as a semi-complete if possible. So I was building a board for my brother. He's bailed on that project for other things. So I'm going to show you what I was in the process of building that I would like to try and sell in one swoop versus parting out. But if I have to, I will, but I don't want to have to. Okay, so initially I got this used Hummy from somebody. It was in shit shape. So I peeled off the grip tape that he had on there. I resurfaced it and then sealed it with a bunch of polyurethane. And then this is a really nice blue Caribbean frit. It's just been sitting here for at least 6 months. As you can see, there's a little bit of wearing in some of the pieces out here, especially down the rails. So I went and I tried to stain this with black, right? I kind of sanded it down. So I stained it with black. So there's like a little bit of like a striping on the left and right side because this was going all the way down and I couldn't live with that. Okay. The bottom of the board, right there. I mean, it's in great shape nonetheless. Okay. He did route out some of this. Probably he was on Thane or something like that. And then there is a matching case right over here, this Hummy case, which I had to resurface as well. That's just some paper towel that stuck to it. But this thing was like green and I don't know, looked like shit. So I sanded it down, sprayed it a bunch of times. There is a little bit of orange peel, but on the inside I have added a super thick rubber gasket. It's what I have on all of mine. I know it looks a little chintzy, but I promise it's amazing. And then I sealed some of the holes with fiberglass with some mat and then fiberglassed it in to seal all the weird holes that he had for all the different buttons and stuff like that. But it's on the inside. Who cares? Nobody's ever going to see that. So that was the deck and the case. And with that, I was actually going to give him a 6-inch setup here. So these are like the AliExpress tires. So ideally, I would like to sell this all together as one thing. So you've almost got a complete drivetrain. You've got the 4 6.5-inch or the 6-inch tires from AliExpress. These come with 2 torque board trucks right here. And then these are the Janix dual idler motor mounts. I only use a single idler, and I'm actually on this side, I'll include it with these tires. And this is, I want to say this is a 60T. Okay, so the smaller bearing allows for a, I don't know, I want to say it's going to be probably right around a 400 millimeter belt. And so the motors that I was going to put with that were these 2 brand new. They're basically new. They probably have like 2 miles on them. Torque board 6355 190 kV with the 8 millimeter shaft. Literally have less than 5 miles. I probably only use them for a test drive. So ideally you could have a full drivetrain with those 2 components and the deck, and you would be up and running minus an ESC. Where if we scan over to here, I know it doesn't look like much, but it's a flip sky, whatever the fuck. Vesk 6.6 dual Vesk. It's awesome. I've used it. I loved it. You could figure out how to mount it internally, or if you want one of these, I also use this for top mount on a couple different boards. It's a Pelican 1040 case with a tail light already mounted onto it. So this will fit inside if you want to keep your electronics external. Otherwise, the Pelican case is up for sale. So is this 1020. The 1020 is a little smaller and tighter, but it definitely fits like a Unity or a Storm Core. It doesn't want to open right now because I got one hand. There we go, Jesus. Right, but it's going to be a little bit tighter, but you could have some external electronics in here. I think this is a Best Tech, I don't know, I want to say a D596 or something like that. 80 amp, it has the on-off switch. They've kind of become obsolete, but this is still available. Then we've got some belts. I've got 3 340 millimeters, 12, what are this? I don't know, what's standard, 15 millimeter width or something like that. So I have this, there's 2 used and 1 new. I have a plethora of motor pulleys, which I don't even know what I want to do. I've got steel ones right here, 18T. The rest are aluminum and used. This is an 18T. Here's a 20T. A little bit of bending from trying to get them off. Then I also have a 15T 10 millimeter shaft, brand new. This is a 18T 10 millimeter used. Another brand new 16T with a 10 millimeter shaft, 15 millimeter width. I have 1 single torque board truck. And then I also have some guts here. This is the GT2B guts, brand new battery guts. It's already like shaved down. All you have to do is 3D print the case, and then that would be ready to go. What else do I got here? So there are these are motor pulley covers for the Janix motor mounts, you can't use them for this unless you're going to use a dual idler. So unless you have these and you want to do like Thane or something, but I always found it a pain in the ass between needing to change belts, so I always stopped using them. And then lastly, we have tires galore. I have tons of 8-inch tubes if you need them. I will probably keep one set of the blue tires, so that is up for one. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 stacks of black over here that are available for sale. So this is just kind of the video format of everything that's here. This also doesn't include the other Hummy I have inside that I don't even know how to break apart because I don't know how to part with it, but that was my pride and joy before the Flux. Let's go, I'll show you that right now, hold on. Okay, and then lastly, in my tight little closet here, this is my other Hummy that I love so much. This has a clear frit job on it. Same thing, double stack Big Ben. This has the torque board hubs with 8-inch tires. You could use a new set, so you know where to buy some. It comes with the headlight. I would love to sell this complete because I have no desire to break this thing down. I don't know what I'm going to do with the battery inside yet, but it is a 12S6P of 30 Qs. It has some lighting underneath. It has 6374s of Matex. One of the motors just started acting weird, so that is probably going to need to be replaced. And if I remember correctly, I want to say this is 1660 is the gearing or something like that. And these are the Janix long mounts. Okay, which comes in here too. So we've got these, and these are aluminum pulleys. It's got a little tail light. Let me see if the lighting even works on here because I haven't had to use this board in a while. It comes with a nice kayak handle on the side, which is awesome. Oh yeah, check that out. So the tail light comes on, got a little indigo blue underneath. You got a bright headlight. There's my Flux. This is the pride and joy that has taken over life, right? And then everything's under here really nice. And so right now in here is a Unity. And on top of that, hold on, let me turn off the light. Right, this one has the Janix heatsink, so the Unity is mounted to that, so it never overheated in the middle of summer, and I ran this bitch really hard. So this is open to offers, assuming that you know that one of the motors is kind of acting funky, so you're almost there. So, dude, I really don't want to have to part this thing out, but if I could sell that as whole, it would be so much easier. All right, let the bidding war begin.